Oh, sorry.
All right, so tell the people what today's video is.
Okay, y'all. Today's talk is about, school. Not about actual school that you think, like education-wise and work. Not that. Just about what inspired us to actually continue, in this area, of our lives, which is continuing our education. But I asked Demetria to just give like 3 things that inspire her to actually continue.
And then you gonna share what? Okay, I'll go first. She is not being truthful, y'all. I asked her what was 3 things that she loved about school outside of the academic.
Oh, that was you.
Did you forget the conversation? Y'all.
Okay. I only got 1.
Okay, wait a minute. We talking about some unscripted. Some people need a script because they ain't sticking to the script. Okay.
But no, that's what's the title of her YouTube page. Y'all go check out, subscribe, Unscripted, okay?
Okay.
So I'm giving her what she's looking for.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so I only got 1.
Okay, now just to provide clarity, I think we talked about this on our Q&A, but Precious and I both have something in common. We're currently post-secondary education students, both majoring in, I'm majoring in psychology. Aren't you majoring in psychology? So both majoring in, probably click, So just to reiterate, I'll ask her, Precious, this is my mic, the phone that can't record. Precious, we know that there's much probably to love about continuing education and post-secondary education through college, but you say you have 1?
Yes.
Okay, so what is one thing that you absolutely love outside of the academic portion, like outside of being in the classroom and actually learning? What's something you really appreciate about school?
Y'all, look, listen. First of all, okay, you got it. Okay, there we go. Okay. One thing that I love the most, y'all, is that it's just a campus environment. Just to go on campus, I go there to study, or to eat, just having that social life on campus, connecting with people, having conversation with strangers, but are we really strangers? No, just people.
Yeah.
I'm having a conversation, I would just walk around, enjoy the breeze, or go sit in the cafe, just hang out, basketball court. Sometimes I bring my son. I think, I'm a parent. I think I mentioned that before. And I bring him and he just has the time of his life. The students are like laughing and talking with them, like, yeah, so just being a student and also being, single mother, doing this is pretty awesome. Like the perks in it, and just being my authentic self.
So what would you say? I know we live in a time where many are still pursuing post-secondary education, but many are turned off by the idea of it. And truthfully, not because it's a necessity to have a quality life and to have a prosperous financial life. Some people, school is not the answer. But for many people, school can be a resource to help them better their lives in some way, in some capacity. True. And now you have a generation of individuals that are less willing to actually consider going to college. So what would you say is something that they should look forward to if it's something they want to devote a portion of their lives to in order to accomplish?
Well, look forward to, basically, I think a lot of that has to do with, a will, your will, discipline. Because I think that we can do anything if we truly, one thing, I'm sorry, before I get to that, one of the things my professor told me, it was like, you're not going to do anything you don't want to do. We're just not. We need to stop kidding ourselves. Just don't do it. But if you want to do it, and it's somewhere lurking in you, then pursue it, because you're going to complete it. And right there, I want to put the camera on Demetria because she said something so inspiring earlier.
We're still in the camera now. Okay, so I was just along the lines of school.
I was trying to put the camera on her.
No, okay, so when me and Precious was just brainstorming this topic on what we would discuss, and she mentioned initially school, and just when I would think about what I would have to contribute to the conversation of school. I am a non-traditional student. I don't know, we hold this phone like it's a mic. It's not amplifying our voice in no way, shape, or form, but we here with the props. So is this thing working? Is this thing on? So testing. So my contribution to my my reason for going to school, my why, I'm a non-traditional student in several ways. First, I'm a first generation student. I am so don't come from a background of people that have gone down the path of, you know, pursuing a degree. And I don't want to get I feel like I done lost my train of thought. Hold on, let me get it together.
I thought you were saying you get emotional.
No.
I'm like, me too.
Oh my goodness. we want to, okay. So yes, I'm a first generation student. I'm non-traditional in several ways because I've actually dropped out of school a few times. And I didn't really consider myself a dropout, but that's what people call it when you start school and you stop. And I realized that in a lot of ways that was a generational thing, where I come from a lineage, a family line of people that maybe had some good intentions, maybe had some lofty dreams, some good things they wanted to accomplish in the world, and I believe good things that the Lord wanted them to accomplish, but for many reasons they didn't. So now for me, my motivation for finishing school is to really be a finisher, not just be a starter in things. It's easy to start.
That part, y'all heard that?
It's easy to get a moment of excitement or inspiration, and then you decide, okay, I'm going to do this thing. But then when you're actually starting to do it and you realize maybe you don't feel as motivated anymore, maybe you don't feel as inspired anymore, and now you have to lean on, for one, strength in God, but also just in being disciplined and doing things that you don't feel like it. So to me, finishing school and getting a degree is not about having a degree attached to my name or having a plaque on the wall, but it's about building character that God has equipped me to finish things that I start, because He is a finisher. And
yes, He is.
And it was once He said it is finished that His work on earth was accomplished. So I just want to finish all the things that He's put in my path, and I want all the seeds that He's sown to grow into big and prosperous trees. And I think this portion of my life is a part of that. So though it may be difficult, because girl, I be questioning, or guy, I question, I'm like, I don't want to do this, but that's the bigger picture. And I think when you have a bigger picture like that, it's easier to be resilient, and you're more willing to be resilient and committed to the process.
Yes.
So
yes, amen. And every good work that He started in you,
let it be finished. So just speak that over them right now, Precious, that everything that God has sown, every seed, everything that He has started, let it be finished.
Every seed that was sown, you're gonna reap 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold. See, we have to stay. We have to stay so we can receive the fruition of every good work that He has started in us. You know, I know we give up sometimes, like the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing, and that's the drive, that's the discipline that Demetria just talked about. Like just hearing her voice, you know, just the transparency, you know, because many of us, you know, I don't care what title you have, I don't care what kind of job you work, what kind of education degree you have, we all have the same testimony, but you know, but the finishing part.
Yeah.
And that's what we decree and declare right now.
And know that, I mean, a lot of times some believers, I think people get it messed up when on one side of the spectrum we have people that are so self-resilient to where they believe that everything is dependent on them. And then you have another side of the spectrum where people are so dependent on God that they don't take action. And I believe there's a midpoint that is healthy, that is biblical, that is holy, where it's like you have to contribute to the plans of God. God has created a path, but there's still things that you must do to fulfill it. A work that without faith without work is dead. So whatever your work is, don't try to do God work, but don't be lenient, don't be dismissive, or don't be negligent in your part of it, whatever that looks like, whether it's school or whatever. So
amen. Can the church say amen?
The church, the saints, everybody, listen. So with that being said, I think I've said what I've can say. What about you?
Me too.
All right, y'all.
This is good.
Well, that is it. That is all. Until next time. Bye.